Hello, and welcome back to English and Wealth. Did you know that simply changing a checkbox on a form can increase organ donation rates from under 30% to over 90%? Today, we're talking about the invisible forces that shape your most important decisions, based on the Nobel Prize-winning book, Nudge, by Richard Thaler and Cass Sunstein. I'm Liam.
And I'm Chloe. And Liam, while that statistic is amazing, it also sounds a little manipulative. The idea that someone is secretly designing our choices for us feels quite unsettling. It raises the question, who gets to decide what's best for us?
You've jumped straight to the heart of the ethical debate, and that's exactly what we'll be exploring. The book's central idea is choice architecture. This just means that the way choices are presented is never neutral. A cafeteria manager has to decide whether to put the healthy food or the junk food at eye level. There is no neutral option. So, since we have to design the choices somehow, why not design them to gently push or nudge people toward better decisions?
Let's define nudge for our listeners.
A nudge is a gentle touch or push. In this context, it means influencing a choice without forbidding any options or changing the economic incentives. For example, the organ donation form. Making donation the default option that you have to actively opt out of is a nudge.
I see, but I worry that this is a slippery slope. If a government can nudge us to eat healthier, could they also nudge us toward political opinions or consumer choices that benefit them? It feels like we are treating people like children, making decisions for their own good. That phrase, for your own good, has been used to justify all sorts of control throughout history.
That is the great risk, and the authors acknowledge it. They call their philosophy libertarian paternalism. Libertarian because people are always free to choose, and paternalism because we're trying to help them. But they argue that nudges are already happening everywhere, often with bad intentions. Advertising is a constant nudge to consume. Social media algorithms are a nudge to stay online. Shouldn't we try to use the same tools for good?
So you're saying that since choice architecture is unavoidable, we might as well make it helpful.
Precisely. The question isn't whether to have choice architecture, but whether to have good or bad versions of it.
Okay, let's look at a real-world example to make this less theoretical. What's a nudge that has had a massive positive impact?
The perfect case study is automatic enrollment in company pension plans. For decades, companies asked new employees to opt in to the pension plan by filling out a form. Many people, especially young people, never got around to it and lost decades of saving.
So, what was the nudge?
They simply changed the default option. Now, in many countries, when you start a new job, you are automatically enrolled in the pension plan. You are still free to opt out at any time, but almost no one does. This single, simple nudge has dramatically increased the number of people saving for retirement and will lead to better lives for millions of people.
I have to admit, it's hard to argue against that. It's a powerful and positive outcome from a very small change. Okay, that was a truly thought-provoking discussion. Let's recap the ideas from Nudge. First, we learned about choice architecture. The idea that the way choices are presented is never neutral and always influences the outcome. We then learned that a nudge is a small feature in the environment that influences our choices, like making a healthier option the default option. I argued that this could be a slippery slope toward manipulation. Liam argued that since nudges are unavoidable, we should design them to help people. The case study of automatic pension enrollment showed how powerful this can be for good. We concluded that while we must be cautious, thoughtful choice architecture can be a powerful tool for improving lives.
And now it's time for our segment to help you practice using new vocabulary, build a better sentence. Today's word is default. I'm going to give you a simple sentence and Chloe will upgrade it.
Okay, I'm ready.
The simple sentence is, most people just use the normal settings on their phone.
Very common situation. My upgraded sentence is, because they don't change the default settings, most people's phones are less secure than they could be.
Excellent. Let's discuss the improvement. My sentence is fine, but normal settings is a bit vague. What makes default settings a better phrase?
Because default has a more precise technical meaning. It means the pre-selected option or setting that is used if no other choice is made. It perfectly captures the idea of a choice that was made for you, which was the whole topic of our discussion on nudges.
Exactly. It's a more specific and sophisticated word. So for our listeners, try to spot the default options in your own life.
So, that's all we have time for today. A discussion that will make me look at the world a little differently.
Me too. And our reflection question for you is this. Can you spot one nudge in your daily environment this week? It could be the layout of a shop, the options on a website, or the way a choice is presented to you at work.
Just noticing the choice architecture around us is the first step to making more conscious decisions.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope this discussion has given you a new perspective. Join us next week on The Freedom Equation.
Don't forget to follow us on your favorite podcast app. Until next time, keep learning.
And keep thinking. Goodbye for now.